about, this is the one that there's a famous influencer, Erica Taylor. She has millions of followers. She wasn't even following Dial 10. Somehow somebody gave it to her and she was like, is this sorcery? Drops it. And literally, we have not been able to keep.
I know who she is.
We have not been able to keep this in stock. And now every influencer has like jumped on this bandwagon of the liquid filter because it's all about texture. No one does the things that we do. We're not a beauty brand that's just like a Me Too. That's not what I do. That doesn't get my raw. That doesn't get me off. I like to create things like you just saw because these are things that people look for. Yeah, like it's such cool, neat, innovative things that are people are like, gosh, I wish somebody would make that because people, you suffer from things, right? Yeah. And you just search and search. So I want you to be where your search stops. Like right here, and that's what I always say, it's where color, we're in the intersection of care and color right here. That's all clean, all really good ingredients.
And it's so exciting.
Just different. Yeah.
And you can really try it all, anything that catches your eye.
So good.
Get it home, and if you don't end up loving it, you could send it back. But that's the thing. When you find a brand that you're like, it's kind of speaking to me, try it and get into it.
Absolutely.
Okay,
all right.
Awesome micro brow styling pencils. We're getting 2 in the set. $24 each, but we're doing them for $14.50 each. There's 3 colors: the taupe, the brunette, the dark brown. I had the brunette. I am more of a taupe girl.
Okay, so I just always go light, medium, dark.
That's it.
So taupe, light, brunette, medium, dark brown is deep. Okay, I think light, medium, deep. Now, when you're looking at this, this is called a micro brow. Again, in true Dial 10 fashion, this has hair-loving ingredients in there like panthenol, provitamin B3, like all of these. Well, you think most pencils are just wax and color. Like, who thinks of that? I started my entire brand because I lost my eyebrows. So when it comes with anything with eyebrows, I had none. So I took my eyebrow down, and I want to show you. When I saw Rosanna, and I was like, yay, I'm here, right? This is how she saw me. I go everywhere with my brows done. Even if I have a show, I'll take them down on air before I'll go somewhere without brows. Look how I age. Look how old I look not doing my brows. I don't look finished. I don't look polished. It's like you're hanging a poster on the wall instead of a painting with a frame. So this is for my girls that are so scared of doing their brows because they don't want them to look crazy. They don't want them to look too much. They don't want to look like Groucho Marx.
Right.
Right? So this is micro. This is the smallest I can get a pencil before it breaks.
Right.
So here she is. And that means it can't ever be too much.
That's my number 1 pet peeve.
Yeah, watch. It can't ever.
Anything is too much or too dark. Look how beautiful. That's
look.
The taupe.
Yep. So here's the deal, too. Ready? Don't go. If you go up like this,
it'll break.
You'll break it. Okay. I'm just going to tell you. It's a tiny little micro pencil. Look how tiny she is. It's a little tear shaped. It's tiny, and then you can make it can't be too much. You can make it big if you sit there and color and color and color it in, but sometimes we just need that detailer, and that's what this is. Ready? We're going to detail.
Watch.
Just goes right on. It's going to cover gray. It's going to go right on skin. It's covering in. See how it can't be too much?
You have like a scar, right?
Yeah, it goes on scars. Yep. Stays down on a scar too.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, see, around, like, what do they call it, around the river and through the hood or something like that or something, you know? But watch, it can't be too much. It can't be, you have to work at it for it to be too much. I did this because I make some of the coolest brow products. But people said, Doris, I'm so scared of doing my brows. I'm still really scared to do my brows. And I thought to myself, okay, well, what can I do to stop that fear? And I said, well, if I made it so tiny and so small that you couldn't get it big,
right?
Like you can't start from a cat eye and go to a lion. Like you can't start from like, this way it goes in, it's really micro, almost like microblading that you do for your brows, and you make it, and now it stays on. So this is the one I just did. It stays on, it's not gonna come off, it's gonna cover the gray, it's gonna condition your brow hair, but you can't get it too much.
So I wanna ask you something. As
yes,
a professional, because I have a theory
Go ahead.
of how what I think is the right thing to do for eyebrows. Sometimes a lot of people you go with your hair color, you go with your root color, right? I believe that sometimes it could be too dark, too harsh.
Okay.
So sometimes, in my opinion, sometimes I say, like for example, the taupe I think is like the perfect universal color, because really all you need is that fill in from behind, or even if you are building your brow like Doris did. I feel
you
like if
can
you're
go
a
from
brunette,
taupe to brunette
right,
too.
but
You
even
can
if you were a
ombre
brunette,
it.
this could work too, but without making, but maybe if you do have black hair, maybe you can use the, but sometimes, like I said, I just feel like sometimes they're like, oh, I'm almost black, so I'm gonna use the dark. Not necessarily.
Depends
so
if
it's
you
not
want it to be a little bit
much.
softer. I think it's like, honestly, you're seeing Mary. Mary is using the dark brown.
Well, yeah.
Mary actually has, but here's the deal. I think what you see, but look how soft.
Right.
Here's the deal. Look how soft. Look how it's filled in. Look how soft. But this has like marula oil, ceramides, vitamin E, niacinamide, panthenol, that provitamin. These are hair ingredients. Look.
She looks 20 years younger.
That's what brows do. So she has the liquid filter on in the light shade that you just saw at the beginning of the show. And now see, this took a while, honest to goodness. I traveled so much throughout my years, right? And people would still stop me and they say, Doris, you know, and I would see them. I'd see a lot of people that would do their foundation or put their lips on and do their hair, but they didn't do their brows because they were so scared of doing their brows because they felt their brows, it would look too much. This isn't a marker. This isn't like a pencil that delivers too much that you have to take it down. It's a micro pencil, and it is tiny when you get that home because it won't ever be, look how tiny these little strokes are. This is the taupe that you're seeing on me. It's actually this color that I use, and it's the color that Rosina is using. It can't be too much. It won't be too much. It can't be too big of a stroke. So you're not gonna ever have that big bushy eyebrow that you're like, you look in the mirror and go, that looks nothing like me. This is just gonna enhance your natural looking brow. So taupe is blondes to my soft brunettes. That brunette shade, that medium brunette shade, that's a little bit warmer. Rosina can go either or. And then you just saw Mary in the dark brown.
It's fantastic.
It's
All right.
a very cool
so
product.
instead of $24 each, we're at $14.50 each. Thank you so much.
Girl, you know, I
love
couldn't
you.
miss being with you. When I found out that I was going to be with Rosina for this hour, I was like, I'm coming in. We're playing.
Yes.
We're going to have fun.
Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us. Have a beautiful night. And let's go on over to QVC and see what the new Today's Special Value is. Let's go. Mary's doing it.
Oh, I love Mary. She's crazy like we are.